shower. My toughest power, it thrills women, kills demons. As long as I'm still breathing, I'm still winning. I teach her the hood converted from 3 bags to 20 girl. Everybody had money, every summer was real ill. 4-finger rings, dope dealers came, no half-stepping with flat top.
Hello, and welcome to CUNY York College Theater Arts Department's production of OLEANNA by David MAMET at the wonderful Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning. Please take a moment to locate the emergency exit nearest to your seat. Exits are located to your left and in the rear of the theater. We ask that all audience members turn their cell phones to silent mode to avoid flash photography and to display proper audience etiquette. Recording and photography are strictly prohibited. Please note that there will be a 10-minute intermission. In addition, we'd like to invite you to our upcoming production of Julius Caesar, which will offer free performances on December 6th and 7th, just down the block at the Jamaica Performing Arts Center. And finally, if you're interested in getting involved with the Theater Arts Department, we will be auditioning our spring musical of Stephen Schwartz's Godspell on Friday, November 1st from noon to 4 p.m. We hope to see you at both exciting events. We thank you so much for attending today, and enjoy OLEANNA.
And what about the land? The land. And what about the land? What about it? No, I don't understand. Well, yes, I'm sure it's significant. Because it's significant to... Did you call Jerry? What did they say? Did you speak to the real estate agent? Well, where is she? Well, all right. Where are her notes? Where are the notes that we took with her? No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I thought I saw you with there. I thought I saw you with a pencil. Well, why now? Well, that's why I say call Jerry. Look. Will you call Jerry? Did you call Jerry? Because I can't now. Yes, I'll be there in 15 or 20. We won't lose the deposit. Look, I'm not minimizing it. The easement? Did she say easement? What did she say? Is it a term of art? Yes. Are we bound by it? Look, before the other side goes on. A term of art. When you get there, make sure you look at the yard for the... Look, I'm going to meet you there, all right, in 15 or 20 minutes. Is the realtor there? Good. Tell her to show you the basement because that's the whole thing for the boy. Yes, I'm leaving soon. We will lose the deposit, okay? I love you. All right, bye. I'm sorry.
What is a term of art?
I'm sorry?
What is a term of art?
Is that what you want to talk about?
To talk about?
Let's take the mysticism out of it, shall we, Carol? Don't you think? I'll tell you, we have some things which must be broached. Don't you think?
Don't I think?
What?
Did I say something wrong?
No. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm somewhat rushed, as you can see. I'm sorry. You're right. What is a term of art? It seems to mean a term which has come to its use to mean something more specific than the words to someone not acquainted with them would indicate. That, I believe, is what a term of art would mean.
You don't know what it means?
I'm not sure that I know what it means. It's one of those things, perhaps you've had them, where you look them up, or you have someone explain them to you and you say, aha.
You don't do that.
I don't.
You don't do.
I don't do.
For.
I don't
No.
Forget things.
No.
Everybody does that.
No, they don't.
They don't.
No.
No, everybody does that.
Why would they do that?
Because, I don't know, does it interest them?
No.
Yes, I think so, though. I'm sorry that I was interrupted.
You don't have to say that to me.
No, you paid me the compliment or the obeisance, all right, of coming in here. All right, Carol, I find that I'm at a standstill. I find that
What?
one moment in regards to your...
Oh, you're buying a new house.
No, let's get on with it.
Get on.
I know how. Believe me, I know how potentially humiliating these and... I have no desire other than to help you. But, I want to say what? As I go back over your words...
I'm just trying to...
Yeah, no, it will not do.
What? What will not do?
No, I see, but your work...
I sit in class, I take notes.
I understand. What I'm saying is that perhaps some basic miscommunication...
No, I'm doing what I'm told. I bought your book, I read
One
your...
moment, some basic miscommunication...
No, I'm doing what I'm told. It's difficult for me. It's difficult.
But...
I don't... Lots of the language.
Please.
The language, the things you say.
I'm sorry, no, I don't think that's true.
It is true.
I think...
It is true.
I think...
Why would I?
I'll tell you why. You're an incredibly bright girl. You're an incredibly bright... You have no problem with... Who's kidding you? No. I'll tell you, I think...
It is true. I have problems.
Everyone.
I come from a different social.
Everyone.
Different economic.
Everyone.
No, when I came to this school...
Yes, quite.
Does that mean nothing?
But look. Look, here. Please, sit down. Sit down. I think that the ideas contained in this work express the author's feelings in a way that he intended, based on his results. Do you see, what can that...
The best that I...
What I'm saying is that perhaps this course...
No, you can't. I have to.
How?
I have to pass this course.
Carol,
I have to pass it.
Well...
Don't you?
Either the criteria for judging progress in the class
No, I have to pass this course.
Now, look. I'm a human being.
I did everything you said. I did everything that I read your book. You told me to buy your book and read it. Everything you say, I do. I do everything
But look.
Everything I'm told.
Look. I'm not your father.
What? Did I say you were my father?
No.
Why did you say that? Why?
In class, Hello? Yes. No, I can't talk now. Jerry! Yes. Jerry, I can't talk now. Yes, can you call me back at... Yes, thank you. All right. What do you want me to do? All right, we are both two people who have subscribed to certain arbitrary, certain institutional... You tell me what you want me to do. You tell me what you want me to do.
How can I go back and tell them that the grades that
What can I do?
Teach me.
I'm trying to teach you.
I read your book. I've read it. I don't understand it.
Well, perhaps it's not well written.
No, I want to understand it.
What don't you understand?
Any of it. What you're trying to say when you talk about...
Yes.
Virtual warehousing of the young?
Virtual warehousing of the young. If we artificially prolong adolescence...
And about the curse of modern education?
Well,
I don't...
Look. It's just a course. It's just a book. It's
No, there are people out there. People who came here to be helped. So someone can help them. To do something, to know something, to get... What do they say? To get on in the world? How can I do that if I don't? If I fail? But I don't understand what anything means, and I walk around from morning until night with this one thought in my head. I'm stupid.
No one thinks you're stupid.
No? What am I?
I'll tell you a story about myself. Do you mind? I was raised to think myself stupid. That's what I want to tell you.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. I was brought up, and my earliest and most persistent memories are being told that I was stupid. You have such intelligence, John. Why must you behave so stupidly? Or, can't you understand? Can't you understand? And I could not understand. I could not understand.
What?
The simplest problem was beyond me. It was a mystery.
What was a mystery?
How people learn. How I could learn. Which is what I've been talking about in class, and of course you can't hear it, Carol. Of course you can't. Look. I used to speak of the real people and wonder what they did. The real people, who were they? They were the good people, the capable people, the people who could do the things that I could not do. Learn, study, retain, all that garbage. Which is what I've been talking about in class, and that's exactly what I've been talking about. Listen to this. If the young child is told that he cannot understand, then he takes it as a description of himself. What am I? I am that which cannot understand. And I saw you when we were out there discussing the concepts of...
I can't understand them.
Well, then that's my fault. That's not your fault, and that is not verbiage. That is what I firmly hold to be the truth, and I am sorry, and I owe you an apology.
Why?
And I suppose that I've had some things in my mind. We're buying a house,
People
and...
said that you were stupid?
Yes.
When?
I'll tell you when. Throughout my life, in my childhood, and perhaps they stopped, but I heard them continue.
And what did they say?
They said I was incompetent. Do you see? And when I'm tested, the feelings of my youth come up about the very subject of learning, and I feel I become unworthy and unprepared.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
And I feel that I must fail.
But then you do fail. You have to. Don't you?
A pilot. Flying a plane. The pilot is flying the plane. He thinks, oh my God, my mind's been drifting. Oh my God, what kind of cursed imbecile am I that I, with this so precious cargo of life in my charge, would allow my mind to wander? Why was I born? How deluded are those who put their faith in me, etc., and so on, and he crashed the plane.
He could just...
That's right.
He could say...
My attention wandered for a moment.
Uh-huh.
I had a thought I did not like, but now
it's...
this is what I'm saying. It's time for me to put my attention, see, it is not. This is what I learned. It is not magic. Yes, yes, you are going to become frightened when faced with what may or may not be, but what you are going to perceive as a test. You are going to become frightened. And you will say, I am incapable of. And everything in you will think these two things. I must, but I can't. And you will question, why was I born to be the laughing stock of a world in which everyone is better than I, in which I am entitled to nothing, where I cannot learn?
Is that what I have?
I wouldn't put it that way. Listen, I'm talking to you the way that I would talk to my son, because that's what I want him to have that I never had. I'm talking to you the way that I wish someone had spoken to me. I don't know how to do it, other than to be personal. But
why would you want to be personal with me?
well, that's what I'm saying. We can only interpret the behaviors of others through the screens that we create. And hello? Hello? Yes. No, I did. Yes, I know I did. In a few. Is he coming with us? Yeah, we spoke. Okay. I'll meet you at the... No, I'm with a student. Well, this is important too. I'm with a student. Listen, the sooner I get off, the sooner I'll be down, okay? I love you. Listen, I said I love you. Everything is going to work out with the house. Because I'm sure that it will. Well, then it's going to take as long as it takes, Grace. I'm sorry.
What was that?
There are some problems, as there usually are, about the final agreements with the new house.
You're buying the new house.
Yes.
Because of your promotion.
Well, I suppose that's right.
Why did you stay here with me?
Stay here.
Yes, when you should have gone.
Because I like you.
You like me?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Well, perhaps we're similar. Yes.
You said everyone has problems.
Everyone has problems.
Do they?
Certainly.
Do you?
Of course.
What are they?
Well, you're right. If we are to take off the artificial stricture of teacher and student, why should my own problems be any more of a mystery than your own? Of course I have problems, as you just saw.
With what?
With my wife, with work.
With work?
Yes, and do you see perhaps my problems are similar to yours?
Would you tell me?
All right. I came late to teaching, and I found it to be artificial. The notion of I know and you do not, and I saw an exploitation in the education process. I told you, I hated school. I hated teachers. I hated everyone who's in a position of a boss because I knew, mind you, I didn't think, I knew I was going to fail because I was a fuck-up. I was just no goddamn good. Late in life, when I came out from under, when I worked out of the need to fail,
How do you do that?
You have to look at who you are and what you feel and how you act. And finally, you have to look at how you act and say, if this is what I did, then that must be how I think of myself.
I don't understand.
If I fail all the time, then it must be that I think of myself as a failure. If I do not want to fail all the time, then perhaps I should start by succeeding every now and again. Listen, the tests that you encounter in school, in college, in life, were designed in the most part for idiots. By idiots. There's no need to fail at them. They are not a test of your worth. They are a test of your ability to retain and spout back misinformation. They're nonsense and yes, they're garbage. Look at me. Look at me. The tenure committee. Come to judge me. The bad tenure committee. The test. Do you see? They put me to the test. Why? They had people voting on me that I wouldn't employ to wax my car. And yet I have an urge to go before the great tenure committee, to vomit, to puke my badges on the table, to show them I'm not good. Why would you pick me?
They granted you tenure.
Oh no. They announced it, but they haven't signed. Do you see, at any moment, they might not sign. I might not, the House might not go through. Eh? Eh? They'll find out my dark secret.
What is it?
There isn't one. But they will find an index of my badness.
Index?
A pointer. A pointer. You see? You see? I understand you. I know that feeling. And am I entitled to my nice house and my nice job and my wife and my family and so on? And this is what I'm saying. That theory of education was that theory. What?
I want to know about my grade.
Of course you do.
Is that bad?
No.
Is it bad that I asked you that?
No.
Did I upset you?
No, and I'm sorry. Of course you want to know about your grade, and of course you can't concentrate on anything else. Wait a moment.
I should go.
Let it ring.
No, you have to.
I'll make you a deal. Let it ring. You stay here. We'll start the whole course over. I'm going to say that it was not you, it was I who was not paying attention. We'll start the whole course over. Your grade is an A. Your final grade is an A.
But the class is only half over.
Your grade for the entire term is an A. If you will come back and be with me a few more times, your grade is an A. Forget about the paper. You didn't like it? You didn't like writing it. It's not important. What is important is that I answer your questions and I awake your interest if I can. Let's start over.
Over? With what?
Say, this is the beginning.
The beginning.
Yes.
Of what?
Of the class.
But we can't start over.
I said that we can.
But I don't believe it.
Yes, I know that, but what is the class with you and me?
There are rules.
Well, we'll break them.
How can we?
We won't tell anyone.
Is that alright?
I said that it's fine.
Why would you do this for me?
Because I like you. Was that so difficult for you to... There's no one here but you and me.
Alright. I did not understand when you referred to... When you referred to hazing?
Hazing.
You wrote in your book about the comparative. In the comparative.
Are you checking your notes?
Yes.
Tell me in your own words.
I want to make sure I got it right.
Of course, you want to be exact.
I want to know everything that went on, so I...
That's good. But I was suggesting many times that what you wish to retain is retained oftentimes better with less expenditure of effort.
Here it is. You wrote of hazing.
Yes. Now I said hazing. It means ritualized annoyance. We shove this book at you. We say, read it. You say you've read it. I think you're lying. I'll grill you. And when I find that you've lied, you'll be ruined. Your life will be ruined forever and you'll be disgraced. It's a sick game. Why do we do it? Does it educate? By no means. Well then, what is higher education? Is it something other than useful?
What is something other than useful?
It has become a ritual. It has become an article of faith that all must be subjected to, or to put it differently, that all are entitled to higher education. And my point is...
Do you disagree with that?
Well, let's address that. What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think, though?
I don't know.
I spoke of it in class. Remember my example?
Justice.
Can you repeat it to me? Without your notes. I asked you as a favor to me to see if my idea was interesting.
You said justice.
Mm-hmm.
That all are entitled. I don't...
Yes, to a speedy trial. To a fair trial. But they needn't be given a trial at all unless they stand accused. Eh? Justice is their right. Should they choose to avail themselves of it, they should be given a fair trial. It does not follow of necessity that a person's life is incomplete without a trial in it. See, my point is the confusion between equity and utility arose. So we confound the usefulness of higher education with our granted rights, equal access to the same. We, in effect, create a prejudice towards it completely independent of...
Is prejudice that we should go to school?
Exactly.
But how can you say that?
Good. Where's the prejudice?
But how can you say that?
Good.
But I'm speaking!
I'm sorry.
How can you?
I beg your pardon.
That's alright.
I beg your pardon.
That's alright.
I'm sorry that I interrupted you.
That's alright.
You were saying...
I was saying, how can you say in a college class that college education is prejudice?
I said our predilection for it.
Predilection?
Do you know what that means?
Does it mean liking?
Yes.
But how can you say that
Well,
college...
that's my job, don't you know?
What is?
To provoke you.
No.
Oh, yes though.
To provoke me?
Yes.
To make me mad?
To force you to...
To make me mad is your job.
To force you to... listen. When I was younger, somebody told me, are you ready? The rich copulate less often than the poor. But when they do, they take more of their clothes off. Years, mind you, I compare my own experiences to this dictum saying, aha, that fits the norm. Ah, this is a variation from it. What did it mean? Nothing. It was some jerk thing some school kid told me that took up room inside my head. Somebody told you, and you hold it as an article of faith, that higher education is an unassailable good. What is it good for? What might be some reasons for pursuit of higher education? 1, a love of learning. 2, the wish for mastery of a skill. 3, for economic betterment.
I'm keeping you.
No, one moment, I have to make a note.
It's something that I said?
No, we're buying a house.
You're buying a new house.
Yes, nice house, close to the private school. We were talking of economic betterment, and I couldn't help but think of the school tax. Where is it written that I have to send my child to public school? Is it a law that I have to improve the city schools at the expense of my own interest? And is this not simply the white man's burden? Good, and does this interest you?
No, I'm just taking notes.
You don't have to take notes, no, you can just listen.
I want to make sure I remember it.
I'm not lecturing you, I'm just telling you some things that I think.
What do you think?
Should all kids go to college? Why?
To learn.
But if he does not learn,
If the child does not learn,
then why is he in college? Because he was told it was his right?
some might find college instructive.
I would hope so.
But how do they feel being told they're wasting their time?
I don't think that I'm telling them that.
You said that education was prolonged and systematic hazing.
Yes, it can be so.
If education is so bad, why do you do it?
I do, because I love it. Let's look at the demographics of wage earning capacities of college and non-college educated men and women from 1855 to 1980. And let's see if we can bring some working statistics.
No,
What?
I can't understand them.
You
The charts, the concepts, the...
charter simply.
No, when I leave here.
Charter, do you see?
No, I can't.
You can though.
No, do you see? I don't understand.
What?
Any of it. I'm smiling in class. I'm smiling the whole time. What are you talking about? What is anyone talking about? I don't know what it means to be here. You tell me I'm intelligent, and then you tell me I shouldn't be here. What does it mean? Who should I know? I don't know what you're saying.
It's alright, just let it go, just let it go, it's alright. What do you feel?
I feel bad.
I know. It's alright. What? What?
I don't understand you.
I know. It's alright. What? What? Tell me.
No, I can't tell you.
No, tell me.
I can't.
No, you must.
I'm bad. Oh God.
It's alright. What? What? Tell me.
No, I can't talk about this.
No, tell me.
Why do you want to know this?
I don't want to know. I want to know whatever you... Yes, go on.
Good. All my life. I've never told anyone this. All my life.
Hello? No, I can't talk. What? Mm-hmm. No, I can't. No, I know I did. What? Hello? She what? She can't. She said the agreement is void? How is the agreement void? That's our house. Well, that's not a funny joke, Grace.
What is it?
It's a surprise party.
A party?
Yes.
For you?
Yes.
Is it your birthday?
No.
What is it?
The tenure announcement.
The tenure announcement.
Yes, they are throwing a party for us in our new house.
Your new house.
The house that we plan on buying.
You have to go.
It seems that I must.
They're proud of you.
Well, there are those who would say it's a form of aggression.
What is?
A surprise. You see, I love to teach and flatter myself I am skilled at it. I love the aspect of performance. I think I must confess that. When I found I loved to teach, I swore I would not become that cold, rigid automaton of an instructor which I had encountered as a child. Now, I was not unconscious that it was given me to err upon the other side, and so I asked myself, if I engage in heterodoxy, I will not say gratuitously, for I do not care to posit orthodoxy as a given good, but to the detriment of my students. As I said, when the possibility of tenure first opened, and of course I long pursued it, I was, of course, happy and convicious of it.
What do you want of me?
I was hurt. When I received the report of the tenure committee, I was shocked and I was hurt. No, I don't mean to subject you to my weak sensibilities. All right, and finally, I didn't understand. And then I thought, is it not always the point at which we reckon ourselves unassailable that we are our most vulnerable? And yes, you find me pedantic. Yes, I am. By nature, by birth, by profession. I don't know, I'm always looking for a paradigm for...
I don't know what a paradigm is.
It's a model.
Then why can't you use that word?
If it's important to you, then yes. Alright? I was looking for a model. To continue, I feel that one moment upon which I am unassailable is my unflinching concern for my students' dignity. I have asked you here in the spirit of investigation to ask you, to ask, what have I done to you? And I suppose, how can I make amends? Can we not settle this now? It's pointless, really, and I want to know.
What you can do to force me to retract?
That is not what I meant at all.
To bribe me? To convince me?
No.
To retract?
That is not what I meant at all. I think that you know it's not what I meant at all.
That is not what I know. I wish I knew.
You wish what?
No, you said what amends can you make to force me to retract?
That is not what I meant at all.
I have my notes.
Look. The Stoics say,
The Stoics?
the Stoical philosophers say, if you remove the phrase, I have been injured, you have removed the injury. Now think. I know that you're upset. Just tell me, literally, what wrong have I done to you?
Whatever you have done to me, to the extent that you've done it to me, do you know, rather than to me as a student, and so to the student body, is contained in my report to the tenure committee.
Well, all right. Let's see. I find that I am sexist, that I am elitist. I'm not sure I know what that means, other than it's a derogatory word meaning bad. That I insist on wasting time in non-prescribed and self-aggrandizing and theatrical diversions from the prescribed text. That these have taken both sexist and pornographic forms. Here we find listed instances closeted with a student, told a rambling, sexually explicit story in which the frequencies and attitudes of fornication of the poor and rich are, it would seem, the central point. Move to embrace said student. And all part of a pattern. That I use the phrase, the white man's burden. That I told you how I asked you to my room because I, quote, like you. He said he liked me. That he liked being with me. He let me write my examination paper over if I could come back oftener to see him in his office. It's ludicrous. Don't you know that? It's not necessary. It's going to humiliate you. It's going to cost me my house.
It's ludicrous?
He told me he had problems with his wife and that he wanted to take off the artificial stricture of teacher and student. He put his arm around me.
Do you deny it? Can you deny it? Don't you see? Can't you see? You don't see, do you?
I don't see.
You think you can deny that these things happened. Or if they did, that they meant what you said they meant. Don't you see? You drag me in here, you drag us, to listen to you go on and go on about this or that, or we don't express ourselves very well. We don't say what we mean. Don't we? Don't we? We do say what we mean. And then you say, I don't understand you, and then you...
Consult the report.
That's right.
You see? You see? Do you see? You see what I'm saying? Can't you tell me in your own words?
Those are my own words.
He told me that if I would stay alone with him in his office, he would change my grade to an A. What have I done to you? Oh my God! Are you so hurt?
What I feel is irrelevant.
Do you know that I tried to help you?
What I know, I have reported.
I would like to help you now. I would before any of this escalates.
You see, I don't think I need your help. I don't think I need anything that you have.
I feel.
I don't care what you feel. Don't you see? You can't do that anymore. You do not have the power. Do you misuse it? Someone did. Are you part of that group? Yes, you are. You've done these things. And to say, oh, let me help you with your problem.
Yes, I understand. You're hurt. You're angry, yes. I think that your anger is betraying you down a path which helps no one.
I don't care what you think.
You don't. But you talk of rights, do you see? I have rights too. Don't you see? I have a house, part of the real world, and the tenure committee, good men and true.
Professor.
Also, part of that world, you understand. This is my life. I'm not a boogeyman. I don't stand for something.
Professor! I came here as a favor, at your personal request. Perhaps I should not have done so, but I did. On my behalf, on behalf of my group, and you speak of the tenure committee, one of whose members is a woman, as you know. But to refer to the committee as good men and true, it is a demeaning remark. It is a sexist remark. And to overlook its accountant's continuation of that method of thought is to remark...
Come on! Sufficient to deprive a family of...
Sufficient, yes, it is a fact! And that story which I quote is vile and classist and manipulative and pornographic.
Pornographic!
What gives you the right, yes, to speak to a woman in your private? Yes, I'm sorry. You feel yourself empowered. You say so yourself. To strut, to posture, to perform, to call me in here, eh? You call education a joke, and you treat it as such. And you confess to a taste to play the patriarch in your class, to grant this, to deny that, to embrace your...
How can you stand there? How can you assert?
How can you deny it? You destroy. But you should question it, Professor. And you pick those things which you feel advance you. Publication, tenure, and the steps to get them you call harmless rituals. And you perform those steps, although you say it is hypocrisy. But to the aspirations of your students, of hard-working students who come here, who slaves to come here, you have no idea what it costs me to come to this school. You mock us. You call education hazing. And from your so protected, so elitist, you hold our confusion as a joke. And our hopes and efforts with it. And you sit there and you say, what have I done? And ask me to understand that you have aspirations too. But I tell you that you are vile. And you are exploitative. And if you possess 1 ounce of that inner honesty that you describe in your book, you can look at yourself and see those things that I see. And you can find revulsion equal to my own. Good day.
Wait a second, will you? Just one moment. Nice day today.
What?
You said that it's a good day. I think it's a nice day today.
Is it?
Yes, I think it is.
And why is that important?
Because it is the essence of all human communication. I say something conventional. You respond. And the information that we exchange is not about the weather, but that we both agree to converse. In effect, we agree that we are both human.
Wait.
Yes, I want to hear it.
My position.
Yes, tell me frankly in your own words what you want and what you feel.
My group.
Your group.
The people I've been talking to.
There's no shame in that. Everyone needs advisors. Everyone needs to expose themselves to various points of views. It's not wrong. It's essential. Good. Good. Now, you and I. You and I. Hello. Yes, I know they do. Yes, I know that she does. Can you tell her? Can I call you back? No, we're taking that. No. No, it is not a question of refunding the deposit. Will you call Jerry? Babe, call Jerry. Tell them to keep the deposit because the deal is going to go through. Yes, I'm dealing with the situation. Yes, right now. Which is why I can't talk to you. So call Jerry, and I cannot talk to you. Fine. Goodbye. I'm sorry that we were interrupted.
No.
I was saying.
You were saying that we should agree to talk about my complaints.
That's correct.
But we are talking about it.
That's correct too. See, this is the gist of education.
No. I mean, we are talking about it at the tenure committee hearing.
Right. What I'm saying is that we can talk about it now as easily as...
No, I think we should stick to the process.
Wait a moment.
The conventional process, as you said. And I'm sorry if I was discourteous to you. You're right.
Wait.
I really should go.
Now, granted, I have an interest in the status quo, all right? Everyone does. What I'm saying is
Professor, you're right. Just don't impinge on me. We'll take our differences and...
No. Look. You're going to go and make a whole big deal out of absolutely nothing.
You know, I shouldn't have come here. They told me...
No. There are norms. Look, I'm trying to save you.
No one asked you to. You're trying to save me? Do me the courtesy to...
I'm doing you the courtesy. I'm speaking straight to you. I need you to
You
sit
must
down.
excuse me.
I need you to sit down.
Let me go!
Let me go!
Will somebody help me? Will somebody help me, please?
I have asked you here against my my better judgment,
I was
against
most
my.
surprised you asked me.
Yes, I'm sure you were.
I was most surprised.
Yes, I'm sure. I was.
If you'd like me to leave, I'll
Let
leave
us
right now.
begin. Let us begin correctly. May we?
That is what I wish to do. That is why I came here. But now perhaps you'd like me to leave.
I don't want you to leave. I asked you to come.
I didn't have to come here.
No. Thank you.
Right?
Although I feel that it would profit you something if you would hear me out. If you would hear me out.
I came here too. The court officers told me not to come.
The court officers?
I was shocked that you asked.
Wait.
Yes, but I did not come here to hear what it profits me.
The court officers?
No, perhaps I should leave.
Wait. I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay.
You want me to stay?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. If you would stay, I would like to have you hear me out. If you would, I would be in your debt. Thank you.
What is it you wish to tell me?
I cannot help but feel that you are owed an apology. I have read and reread the accusations.
What accusations?
The tenure. What other
The
accusations?
tenure committee?
Yes.
Excuse me, but those are not accusations. Those have been proved. They are facts.
Those?
Those are not accusations. The committee.
All right.
The committee has.
All right. Hello. Yes. Tell Jerry that I'll call him back right away. Yes. My wife? Yes, I'm sure that she has. Yes, I'll call her too. I cannot talk to you. It was good of you to come. Whew, I have spent some time studying the indictment.
You will have to explain that word to me?
An indictment
Yes.
is a bill of particulars
All right, yes.
in which is alleged.
No. I cannot have that. Nothing is alleged. Everything is proved.
Please, if I may.
Nothing is alleged. I cannot have
If
that.
I may. From whenever you feel is established by your.
The issue here is not what I feel. It is not my feelings, but the feelings of women and men. Your superiors, who have been told, you see, to whom evidence has been presented, who have ruled. Do you see? Who have weighed the testimony and the evidence and have ruled. Do you see? That you are negligent, that you are guilty, that you are found wanting and in error, and are not, for the reason so told, to be given tenure. That you are to be disciplined for facts, not alleged. What's the word? Proved by your own actions. That is what the tenure committee has said. That is what my lawyer has said. For what you did in class, for what you did in this office.
They are going to discharge me.
As full well they should. You don't understand? You're angry? What has led you to this place? Not your sex, not your race, not your class. Your own actions. And you're angry. You ask me here, what do you want? You want to charm me. You want to convince me. You want me to recant. I will not recant. Why should I? What I say is right. You tell me, you're going to tell me that you have a wife and child. You're going to tell me that you have a career, that you've worked 20 years for this. Do you know who you've worked for? Power. For power. And you sit there and you tell me stories about your house, about other private schools, and how you're entitled. to buy, to spend, to mock, to summon all your stories, all your silly, weak guilt. You've worked 20 years for the right to insult me, and you feel entitled to be paid for it. Your home, your wife, your sweet deposit on your house.
Don't you have feelings?
That's my point, don't you see? Don't you have feelings? What is it that has no feelings? Animals. I don't take your side, you ask me if I'm human.
Don't you have feelings?
I have a responsibility to this institution, to the students, to my group.
Your group?
Because I speak, yes, not for myself, but for the group. For those who suffer what I suffer. On behalf of whom, even if I were inclined to what? Forgive? Forget? What? Overlook
my behavior.
It would be wrong.
Even if you were inclined to forgive me?
It would be wrong.
And what would transpire?
Transpire?
Yes.
Happen?
Yes.
Then say it for Christ's sake. Who the hell do you think you are? You want a post. You want unlimited power to do and to say what you want. As it pleases you. Testing, questioning, flirting.
I never.
Excuse me, one moment, will you? The 12th. Have a good day, dear. The 15th. Now don't you look fetching. April 17th. If you girls would come over here. I saw you. I saw you, Professor, for 2 semesters sit there, stand there and exploit our, as you thought, paternal prerogative. And what is that but rape? I swear to God, you asked me in here to explain something to me as a child that I did not understand. But I came to explain something to you. You are not God. You want to show me some light? You maverick? Outside of tradition, no, of that fine tradition of inquiry, of polite skepticism. And you say you believe in free intellectual discourse. You believe in nothing. You believe in nothing at all.
I believe in freedom of thought.
Isn't that fine? Do you?
Yes, I do.
Then why do you question for one moment the committee's decision refusing your tenure? Why do you question your suspension? You believe in what you call freedom of thought. Then fine. You believe in freedom of thought and a home and prerogatives for your kid and tenure. And I'm going to tell you, you believe in not a freedom of thoughts, but in an elitist, in a protected hierarchy which rewards you, for whom you are the clown. And you mock and exploit the system that pays your rent. I'm not wrong. You're wrong. You think that I'm full of hatred. I know what you think I am.
Do you?
You think of course I do. You think I'm a confused, repressed, frightened, I don't know, abandoned young thing of some doubtful sexuality who wants power and revenge, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Isn't that better? And I feel that that is the first moment which you treated me with respect. For you told me the truth. I did not come here, as you are assured, to gloat. Why would I want to gloat? I profited nothing from your, as you say, your misfortune. I came here to tell you something. That I think you've been wrong. That I think you've been terribly wrong. Do you hate me now?
Yes.
Why do you hate me? Because you think me wrong? No, because I have, you think, power over you. Listen to me. Listen to me, Professor. It is the power that you hate so deeply that any atmosphere of free discussion is impossible. It's not unlikely. It's impossible, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes. I suppose. I don't understand.
My charges are not trivial. You see that in the haste which I think that they were accepted. A joke you have told me with a sexist tinge. The language you use, a verbal, physical caress. Yes, I know. You say it is meaningless. I understand. I defer from you. To lay a hand on someone's shoulder.
It was devoid of sexual content!
I say it was not. I say it was not. Don't you begin to see? Don't you begin to understand? It's not for you to say.
I take your point, and I said there's much good in what you referred to.
Do you think so?
Yes, and this is not to say that I cannot change the things in which I am
Do
deficient.
you hold yourself harmless of the charge of sexual exploitativeness?
Well, as I said, I am not too old to learn, and I
Do you hold yourself innocent of the charge of...
Wait, let's
You
go back.
fool! Who do you think I am? To come in here and be taken in by a smile. You little yapping fool. You think I want revenge? I don't want revenge. I want understanding.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
What's the use? It's over.
Is it? What is?
My job!
Oh, your job. That's what you want to talk about. Alright. What if it were possible that my group withdraws its complaint?
What?
That's right.
Why?
Let's say as an act of friendship.
An act of friendship.
Yes.
In exchange for what?
Yes, but I don't think exchange, not in exchange. For what do we derive from it?
Derive.
Yes.
Nothing.
That's right. We derive nothing. Do you see that?
Yes.
That is a little word, Professor. Yes, I see that. But you will.
And you might speak to the committee.
To the committee?
Yes.
Well, of course. That's on your mind. You might.
If what?
Given what? Perhaps I think that is...
Given what?
And believe me, I understand your rage. It is not that I do not feel it, but I do not feel it is deserved, so I do not resent it. Alright, I have a list.
A list.
Here's a list of books.
A list of books?
Yes, which we find questionable.
What?
Is this so bizarre?
I can't believe.
It's not necessary you believe it.
Academic freedom.
Someone chooses the books. If you can, others can. What are you, God?
No. The dangerous and the...
You have an agenda. We have an agenda. I am not interested in your feelings or your motivation, but your actions. If you would like me to speak to the tenure committee, here is my list. You are a free person. You decide.
Give me the list.
I think you'll
I'm
find...
capable of reading it. Thank you.
We have a number of texts we need to review.
Well, let me look over
We're amenable to...
Look! I'm reading your demands. All right? You want me to ban my book?
We do not.
It says here.
We want it removed from inclusion as a representative example of the university.
Get out of my office.
If you put aside the issues of personality...
Get the fuck out of my office!
No, I think I would reconsider.
You think you
We
can?
can and we will. Do you want our support? That is the only question.
To ban my book?
Yes.
No, this is a university.
And we have a statement that we need you to sign also.
No. It's out of the question. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking of. I'm going to tell you something. I'm a teacher. Eh? And I teach the class. My name is on the door and I teach the class. I have a book with my name on it. And my son will see that book someday. And I have a responsibility to myself, to my son, to my profession. I haven't been home for 2 days, you know, thinking this out.
You haven't been home?
If it was of interest to you, no, I've been in a hotel. Thinking. Do you see?
Oh.
Thinking, and I owe you a debt. I see it now. You're dangerous. You're wrong, and it's my job to say no to you. You want me to ban my book? Go to hell! And they can do whatever they want to me.
You haven't been home in 2 days.
I think I told you that.
You better get that phone. I think you should answer the phone.
Hello? Yes. Well, I had to be away. Did they worry about it? No. I'm all right. Yeah. I got a little turn around, but I'm sitting here. I'm fine. I got a little bit mixed up, but I'm sure that it's not a blessing. It cost me my job? Fine. Then the job wasn't worth having. Tell Grace that I'm coming home and that everything is going to be... What? 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 Jerry? Jerry? Who? What? What can? No. No. No, they can't. What? But how? She Jerry, I don't know. What does it mean?
I thought you knew.
What does it mean?
You tried to rape me, according to the law.
What?
My group has told your lawyer that we may pursue criminal charges. Under the statute, I am told it was battery.
No.
Yes, an attempted rape.
No.
That's right.
No. I think you should go.
Of course, I thought you knew.
I have to talk to my lawyer.
Oh yes, perhaps you should.
Hello? Yes, yes, he just called. No, I can't talk to you now, baby. Get out of here.
Your wife?
Who it is of no concern of yours. Get out of here. No. Everything's gonna be alright, baby. It's gonna be alright. Get out of here!
I'm going.
Good!
And don't call your wife baby.
What?
Don't call your wife baby. You heard what I said.
You vicious little bitch! You think you can come in here with your political correctness and ruin my life? And now, rape you! Are you kidding me? I would have tucked you a 10-foot fucking poke through! Well,
Yes. That's right. Yes. That's right.
Oh my God, please send me pyramids on the corner. Oh my Lord.
thank you.
You around family, chip off the shoulders of soldiers. On it grizzle, my granddaddy Mac little, Mary Baby little. They pass down wisdom, blessings are given. My sets don't get passed to my children. I made a killer. I'm alive like the morning star. Caught Jordans for the price or stocks. The Hornets.